Yo, what is up everyone? In this video, I want to show you exactly how I make these AI paper animation ads, except that here I'm going to be showing you how I'm able to make them for way cheaper and way faster consistently. And it's always the same workflow. What I'm about to teach you is not only going to be relevant for paper animation, but a lot of other styles. So stick around. I'm going to be giving you the full skill.md file, and yeah, let's get right into it. Let's first watch this AI paper animation ad that I was able to make, which is one of my favorites.
For thousands of years, from ancient Egypt to your great-grandmother's kitchen, people protected their skin with one ingredient, rendered animal fat, tallow, the original moisturizer. It worked because it's rich in the same fatty acids found in healthy human skin. Your skin recognizes it. Then, the beauty industry decided there was more money in petroleum, mineral oil, synthetic fillers, cheap preservatives. Ingredients that sit on your skin instead of nourishing it, that can irritate, dry out, and keep you coming back for more. We went back to what worked, grass-fed beef tallow, whipped with jojoba oil and essential oils. Nothing else. Simple, gentle enough for babies, effective enough for eczema. The way skincare was always supposed to be. Holy cow. Ancestral skincare for the whole family.
All right, so a lot of things going on there, but it's always the same workflow, and that's what I'm going to be walking you through in this video. So the high level in 30 seconds is, first, we do research on our customer. Well, we do research. There's two parts of doing research. Customer research that is mainly going to be used for the script and how we communicate for our product. And then there is video references, so finding competitor videos that you want to duplicate, which is going to make the process of script writing easier. Then, of course, there's the script writing process. And finally, the AI generation process, and this is where people often go wrong. It's at the very start. What I do whenever I'm making these voiceover plus B-roll type videos is that I will first generate my voiceover, a continuous voiceover. Very important. Don't start generating different segments, because then the flow is going to break and it's a nightmare. So generate one continuous voiceover. Then from that voiceover, you will storyboard the images, and then from those images, you will animate, and then you export everything, put it in your editor, put it all together, and then there's like a few editing tricks and music to get like the final result. But yeah, so I'm about to show you exactly how I do this all in one tool in just a second. All right, cool. So now I'm inside of Starpop, and here, this is the example walkthrough that I'm going to be showing. It's a simplified version because, well, this is an example, but just to give you a reference, normally what we would do is that we would do advanced customer research, and I strongly recommend that you do this. And Starpop is capable of helping you do customer research. It can scrape Reddit, can get Instagram, Facebook comments, so get a bunch of like quotes from your customers to really build like an amazing research brief. But here we're just doing like a very fast, simple example for Groon. And so in this example, we're like focusing more on the script and the AI generation, and the script is going to be like terrible. But this is for example purposes. The workflow is pretty much the same. The real purpose here is to show you the entire workflow, like the generation. And so here, what we're doing is that we're using the paper animation skill that I will be giving you for free. It's going to be linked in the description. And the way this skill works is that I've tested a bunch of different paper animation styles, and I've picked personally the 5 that I think are the best. So this is more like a premium style. This is simple. This is like rough edges. This is a very creative style, and this is origami. And so it gives us the choice. And here it's recommended for Groon style 1. And by the way, the way that it knows that, well, in this example we're doing Groons is because right now I'm inside of the Groons brand inside of my Starpop account. And here it's able to pull the Groons products and get research and product information. So it's actually not clueless about the product because of how Starpop it works. It already has a lot of brand research context and product research context. Anyways, enough yapping. So here we decide to go with the first one. So here we have a draft script with a hook, problem, agitate, mechanism, transformation, CTA. So here the chat then helps us choose a voice. Here we went with like a warm American voice, and what we ended up with is this.
Your gut is running your entire body, your energy, your immunity, even how clearly you think.
So a decent voice. But if you wanted to change it, you could go here, pick any 11 Labs voice you want, and then there's also Fish Audio. And for those of you who do not know Fish Audio, I strongly recommend it. It has a bunch of celebrity voices. It's insane. Like, Fish Audio is probably my favorite voice lab. And then of course you can use emotion tags here to control the voice even more. Anyways, so here at this stage of the workflow, we're at this step here where we've generated our continuous voiceover. So our full voiceover for our entire video. If your script is a 1 minute long script, well then your voiceover should be one continuous 1 minute long voiceover of your person talking. Then what the chat does is that it analyzes the audio. And so it understands the pacing of the audio so that it can help you storyboard better. So that's what it does here. It analyzes the audio, Helps us generate the storyboard. So for the beats, here your gut is running your entire body. That is the voiceover line. And then the visual concept for the elements is like reference images. And so here there's no reference images needed, but here there's the product. And so this is like really a crucial step, storyboarding the visuals. Once you have your voiceover, once you have your script, storyboard the visuals. Make sure you like the concept, the visual concepts. Once you do, you're good. And then as you can see, I just said the storyboard feels right. Can you draft, please? And so the next step is that it just helps me draft my images. I don't need to prompt anything. You know, it's all handled by the skill and the chat. And so here you can see it's helped me draft the six images. And here you can see for the first one, your gut is running your entire body. Camera inside a stylized human torso. And here we have it here like this. You can also see it in your gallery here, and then you have for each scene you have the different visuals made with Nanobanana 2. I also get very good results with GPT Image 2, but I think I still prefer Nanobanana 2. Anyways, so now we've got our visuals. Again, if you were making, you know, a real ad for a client or your own brand, I would strongly recommend that, again, you have a very good script, and for that script you maximize the number of visuals. I usually try to like make it as fast-paced as possible, especially for these voiceover B-roll ads. You know, you can easily get one cut every like 2-3 seconds, especially good cuts if your script is very visual and high quality in the sense that you're just doing good copywriting and good storytelling where, you know, every part of the script has a almost logical visual that would make sense for it. Anyways, so here we're not finished yet. We're at the images stage, and so I'll literally do it live with you. I would say, please draft the video generation prompts for the images, use P video, and then use the timing that you got from the audio analysis to know how long they should be. No need to include any audio since these have no sound. That's pretty much it. Use 1080p also, and don't forget to reference the correct images. Boom. So literally that's my favorite part of the chat is I can just talk to it like a friend, and I don't need to worry, like it just knows. It knows how to do shit. Okay, so it's started now. It's giving us the drafts, clarifying the beats and the durations of each. And as you can see, perfect. It's started drafting all of the video generations in the right order. So we're all good. Everything is in the right order. That's the amazing thing. You can just like make your images, then make your videos. There's different workflows. Like if you're making a very complex video, I would usually go like beat by beat or like scene by scene. But with these voiceover B-roll videos, I usually like focus on the script and then just like batch generate my images, then batch generate my video, then output everything, put it all in my my video editor, just like compile, like finish like the editing, and I'm done really quickly, which is awesome. But yeah, so I'll just generate these and we'll actually wait together. Because as I said, P video is insanely cheap. 2 credits, which is like 20 cents, 30 cents. And I think it's even cheaper than that. And like it's the other thing, like for the speed, it's going to be done in like 15 seconds, 20 seconds, which is awesome. Like if you're used to working with C-Dance, you have to wait like 15, 20 minutes sometimes, and you just want to shoot yourself. It's so annoying. Should be done any second now. All right. The videos are starting to finish, and so here you can see the first one. So you can see it's perfect for like these simple animations where it's B-roll. You don't need anything crazy happening. Maybe you need zoom-ins, maybe you need some like slight animation, you need things moving. It's perfect. So like if you just really focus on your images and, you know, using these great models that we have, these insane models that we have for image generation, then you can use a super cheap model to just animate that specific section, and then you're good. So I think what I'll do is, sure, you know what, let's go through the entire process. I'll export these into my video editor real quick. I'll put the voiceover under it and maybe even some music. That way you get like an actual full walkthrough, because like honestly this workflow allows you to make like ready to post ads that, I mean, I've made some of these that have already performed and gotten really good performance on meta ads. So I'll just walk you through the final step, which is the editing now. All right, so I'm now in CapCut, and this shouldn't take long. I will quickly import my videos, which I just exported in bulk. Here I've got my clips, and I purposely didn't cut this out. What very often happens with these with the voiceover is that it's long and it has these like empty spaces. Wait, let me just, because I already cut it and I cut it incorrectly. It has these empty spaces between words, and what I often do is that I'll cut it. And so I think this is something that people avoid by like doing the separate beats in like separate voice generation prompts. But the problem is that if you do it that way and not this way, number one, it won't be exactly the same voice, and number two, even if you use the same voice, because it's like it's not deterministic. It's not exactly the same. The pacing will be off, and that's where you'll start hearing those like weird cuts, and like the pacing of your video is going to be screwed. And so you have to do it this way. You have to generate like the continuous voiceover, and then you cut out the slow. I think we may be able to like build a tool for this inside of Starpop, but for now you have to do it manually, but it doesn't take long, especially just removing like the big parts. All right, perfect. So I'm done. Didn't take too long, like took 30 seconds max. So now let me just re-import. Perfect. I have my video clips. I have a clean voiceover. And so now what I'll do is that, well, I remember the order of the clips, but so I'll just add them in the right order. And so now what I would usually do, deactivate this here. And guys, we're done in like 20 seconds. Here. Yeah. And so what, like the final step is just essentially listening to the audio and aligning the cuts. All right. I think we're good. So you can see how simple the workflow is. You really just generate your continuous voice, cut out the empty parts where there's no sound, overlay your B-roll, and then once you've done this, align the cuts to the relevant B-roll. But that's very easy because you can just go back to your chat and look at the storyboard, and it'll tell you exactly how it planned it. And then once you've done everything, you got like a good base for your video where your cuts are like happening at the right time. This is relevant or not if depending on how advanced you are on CapCut. But what I usually do, if you're lazy, is you can generate the caption. Let me see. Here, I gotta do this. Here, I'm muting all of the tabs because I don't want the audio from the viewer. And so here, I create a compound clip, and then here, I quickly generate the captions. And then there's this one caption, which is so easy to use, and it looks good, and you can't really go wrong with it. Let's see here, templates, and you can use this caption style, which essentially gives you like the one word.
Your gut is running your entire body, your energy.
Exactly like that. You can't really go wrong with it. And then for the text hook, you can. I mean, this is very basic, but. Let me see, do I have, you can't see it.
Gut is running.
You can add a short text hook here. Where is it? Here. And then say like, well, a good text hook. So for this video, what nobody tells you about your gut. Here you can preview for TikTok, for example, and make sure that your alignment is correct. Here, put your caption somewhere here, and boom, you're done. And you did all of this in a couple of minutes for very little money, and you can do this again and again. And it gives you an amazing amount of control because you can do generate a really good voiceover for it, and then generate a bunch of visuals to make the video very dynamic. Export all of your visuals, do a bit of editing, and you can make like a really good ad very consistently. And so here it's paper, but it can be claymation, it can be crochet style ads. It works for any style. It's always the same workflow, and then the visual style of the images that you generate that you then animate changes. And for that, you have a bunch of skills that I'm developing and that I will give for you for free as I make more of these videos. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, subscribe. A bunch more videos coming very soon. See you in the next one.